Welcome to the Cherrywood podcast with me, Rachel Burridge.
And the handsome and delightful Simon Burridge, which is me.
That good?
Yeah. And your name?
It's Rachel Harris from Bette Love.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll put that there so everyone can see your name the whole time.
Thank you very much.
So,
Oh, you've gone all husky.
every time I go husky. Right, so we're going to start. We're going to welcome Rachel from Bette Love, isn't it?
It is,
Bette
yeah.
Love. That's
Bette Love.
Sound good for that. That's good. But we've got a sponsor first to talk about, Rach.
Oh, yes, we have.
Are you going to
Am
talk
I
about
doing
them?
it?
You can talk about
I'll
them.
do it. Okay.
Sorry about this.
That's all right.
I've got to get all the information, like the email addresses and everything right. Otherwise, I don't want to mess it up.
There you go.
So our sponsors this week are Snug Dubs. They are a camper van hire. And we have actually used them and we're doing their promotional videos and everything like that. And they are amazing. It is such a quirky little camper van that you can take out anywhere. It sleeps up to 4 people, I believe.
Yep.
It's got a full working kitchen and it's just amazing.
So it's a Volkswagen Transporter, isn't it? It's got
Yes.
kitchen in it, sleeps 4.
Yep.
And it's called Snug Dubs. Dubs as in BMW. Not BMW. Snug Dubs as in VW. Dubs. BMW. Yep.
Okay, so the email address is info at snugdubs, snugdubs.co.uk. You can find them on Facebook and on Instagram. Instagram is snug_dubs_campers.
Perfect. Well done. That'd be good. And we're going to do some podcasts from the Snug Dubs van, aren't we? In between Christmas and New Year. So that'll be a laugh. I wonder how good that'll come out. Probably not as bad as this, I imagine. So, right, okay, Rach. Mate, I can call you Rach, can't I? We've already established that.
Yep.
You know about the sign because you are our first, well, not our first listener, but you're the first person to contact us and ask to be on the show, which is
All
good.
right, cool.
Everyone else we begged.
We did.
So you know the score with that. What do you reckon time-wise?
No, I don't know.
Is it new tape? Let's just
I put
clarify.
one bit of extra tape on now, so it's getting a bit more support. Just like you need, a bit more support.
Shut up.
What do you reckon?
I reckon it'd be fine, yeah.
You reckon it's going to stay
I
up?
reckon it's going to stay.
Wow.
You're the first person to say that.
Yeah.
And if it does stay up the whole time, you might as well, if you end it now, you'll get £100 to charity. You just say, that's it, I've said enough about my company. So you're the first person to not give a time and say it will stay up, so well done.
She's actually
We'll
got
see.
faith in us.
I have.
It's the worst mistake you've made. Okay, so tell us about your company.
Right, well, Bette Love Illustrations. We do sort of fashion illustrations. We do them for weddings, or I just do some for my own collections, and I'm launching a new collection next year, which is all about body positivity. So we're having very sort of glamorous, curvy ladies, sort of burlesque dancers and things like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That sounds so cool.
it is cool.
So take us through a process with them, not for my own personal.
Are you going to steal their ideas?
No.
So if you see Simon at the next wedding, just sitting there in the corner, just drawing.
No, I don't mean like that. So you get them in, do you take a photo of them and then do the drawing? Or do you get them in, look at them and do the drawing while they're there?
For the wedding work, I do ask them to send drawings in because that works as a nice sort of added extra to the photos and the videos, which are the essentials for your wedding day.
Thank you very much. We didn't even ask you to do that. You're already our favourite guest.
And also why I ask them to send photos is it helps keeps their costs down if they want it done. Whereas if you have a live illustrator there, you've got to pay for them to be there for the whole day. So that becomes
okay,
another...
so you're not a live illustrator. Right, okay.
No.
We've seen a couple of live illustrators, haven't we? They do those really tiny little pictures. Very good. Very good.
I've got some friends who do it and they do it very, very well.
Yeah. Oh, so yours is all a prep beforehand, or they send you a wedding photo and you turn?
Yeah, send me a wedding photo. A lot of people have it done for their first anniversary or the paper anniversary, which I think is the 10th.
Yeah, I think it is.
Have we gone through paper then? What are we on there? Cling film or what?
No, I think what's ours this year? Something like brass or something really random.
What, the 11th or the 12th?
No, it's the 12th this year. I can't remember. No, I'm sure. No, China. That was
Durex,
it. China.
Condoms or something.
It's too late for that. We've got 2 kids already.
Oh,
No,
right.
I think ours was China this year, which was really random. But yeah.
Okay. Okay.
See, I only knew about the paper one because my best friend, it was hers last year, and she was like, paper, and she thought, I'll get Rachel to do an illustration. So she dug out their favourite wedding photo, which unfortunately has got a bridesmaid in the background waving her arms around, in between them two, giving each other this most lovely look, and there's this like party girl in the background. She was like, could you do this one for me? But obviously leave out the bridesmaid.
Get her to send us the photo. We'll remove the bridesmaid if she wants it removed.
I will. I'll ask her to do that.
We'll do that. Won't take long. Just to remove her out the
Yeah, because that would be lovely.
Well, it depends how big she is. If she's like,
Yeah, you watch.
Photo.
We're looking at it now. We're like, oh god, that's a hard one.
She's quite there.
and in bright pink or something like that.
Yeah, but if she wants us to have a look, we'll have a look. We don't
Yeah,
mind.
I'll let her know. Definitely.
Okay, I was still looking at the sign. I don't know why. I should be over that by now. Yeah, that's a record for the sign. So, how did you? So, have you've not done this all your life, have you? So, talk us through your life from birth. No, you can go from wherever you want to, about how you got to where you are.
Well, it did kind of start really from birth because I've always drawn.
Right.
And my dad used to work at the dockyard, and I don't know how he used to get them, and I don't know where he got them, but he used to bring home these really big books, plain paper, and he's like, oh, you can do your drawing in that.
Oh, wow.
So I was always encouraged to draw, and it would be like drawing, you know when you used to have the 45 singles, and they'd have the picture, they'd have the picture on top.
87 she had gone. She don't know what a 45 single is.
As in like the
little ones. Yeah, the little ones. And they always had good pictures on top, especially when you had like the visual pop stars like Adamant and Boy George, and I'd sit and draw them.
But they had a lot of colour, didn't they?
Yeah,
they weren't too afraid to do the makeup.
And I just loved that. And I was like, oh yeah, I really like doing this. But I never went to art school when I left school, because then I thought, I want to be a pop star.
Oh, right.
Right. So did you sing?
I tried playing guitar as well.
Oh, right, okay.
Because by then it was like the early 90s, and there was like a sort of 70s revival. And so I was very into that, very into glam rock, and thought, I'm going to have a glam rock band and we're going to be amazing. But we were really bad.
What was the band called?
I don't even think we got as far as a name. It was like a few rehearsals, and it was mainly just, what are we going to wear? And I was having guitar lessons at the time, but I liked growing my nails long, so I was never going to make a guitarist. So I soon gave up on that, and then got a proper job.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and I didn't do anything creative for quite a few years.
Oh, right. So what did you do?
I got a proper job at City and Guilds up in London in their head office.
Oh, right.
I went and done that.
At City and Guilds?
At City and Guilds.
Oh, right. Okay. I got a license tapeship of City and Guilds.
What?
Is that, how do you say it? It's right. I said it right, didn't I?
Yeah.
So you're taking a mickey. License tapeship.
You just had
License tapeship. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
brilliant.
So you've always sort of had that creativity running through you, but obviously you had a bit of a gap.
I had a bit of a gap.
So what made you then get back into it then? And has that been quite recently, or sort of?
It's been probably about 10 years now, because I was living in London and the rents just kept going up and up and up, and I was like, I can't afford to live here anymore. I was thinking, I'm not quite ready to go back to Kent yet. So I went to Spain for 6 months.
Nice.
That was lovely.
Whereabouts in Spain?
Malaga.
Oh, nice.
That was just the best.
So did you work out there?
No. No.
It's like a 6 month sabbatical.
Just like 6 months. I think, right, come on, Rach, you're 30 now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And that's when I thought, no, I'm going to go to art school. I'm going to go home and go to art school.
Wow.
Yes, I went to the one in Rochester. Sadly, it's closed.
Is it used to be Kayad or?
Yeah.
Did you go there?
Yeah. I went there for one year. I did my foundation degree there, and it was still Kayad at the time. And then in between me going there and then going to Maidstone to do my photography degree, they changed it to UCCA or something like
UCA.
that. Is that still open now though, or
I'm not sure. I keep hearing it's closing.
Yeah, I heard that. Like in the papers, it was, oh no, it's closing. It's just a Maidstone campus now, and blah blah blah. But it seems to still be there.
I think the building's still there. I don't think they're running courses there now. I think they're being done at Mid Kent College now.
Oh, that's a shame. I love
It's a shame. I used to love that trek up that hill.
Yeah.
It wasn't so good when it was snowing though, and you had all your gear, and you're thinking, hang on, if I go down.
And you used to have like those, I remember having like those big, I don't know, it was almost like a tool case, wasn't it? Like and you had all the art stuff in there.
Yeah, you had to have a tool case.
And you had to carry that everywhere, literally. Whenever you went on a visit to somewhere, to draw, to London or everything like that, it was always sort of, you had to carry this case around, and it was so heavy. And walking up that hill, I used to get the train as well, and walking up that hill was like that every day, and then walking
Stop
back
bashing
down.
the table when you're talking.
Oh, sorry.
Driving me nuts like a drum kit.
I'm sorry.
Go on, carry on. You don't know that because you can't hear it, but I can hear it every time you tap. So.
Sorry, but yeah,
You talk with your hands though, that's the problem.
I just remember doing that. But I remember parking down the side as well. There was one little road and it had no tarmac on it. So if you needed to drive...
Oh, the road with all the potholes.
I was going to mention that road because
You
that's
have
all
to
you
go
ever told me
down.
about.
Yeah. You used to have to go down like 2 miles an hour because the car would literally be one side and then the other, and then you go down a pothole. And
It's exactly the same though, isn't it? No.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Still like it.
Yeah. But it was free parking though.
Yeah.
So how long ago was it you were there?
Oh gosh.
I'm not trying to work your age out.
I was in my 30s, so I mean I'm 15.
10
I'm
years
50
ago.
next year, so
I'm
it's
50 next year.
good, isn't it? It's good.
What year? What month? What year?
February.
February. Oh,
Yeah.
well, you got it. You beat me. I'm August. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, cool. Right. So you've been doing that for what, nearly 20 years then?
Well,
Where you started?
kind of, yeah.
Right.
Because like I had to do a foundation year. I met some brilliant people that I'm still friends with now. They were just a crazy bunch. And then during that, you get to go off in like your specialist area, don't you, for that last term? And I ended up in fashion department. So I then did the degree in fashion design and did do a lot of illustration.
Okay, tell us more about the fashion design.
Fashion design, it was really focused on pattern cutting and sewing and then putting on your end of year shows. And yeah, it was hard work. That was...
Because I remember, I think, because you basically get, I think it's 6 months, isn't it, to specialise, to taste everything. So you had fine art and photography and fashion and graphics, I think it was as well. And I remember doing fashion. I thought, I cannot. Sorry.
Driving me nuts.
I'll sit my hands in. I could not get on with fashion at all because that's all it was, even in the little taster session. It was just do this, put the clothes together, sew this, and I was thinking I can't do this, so I just was it. I sort of went no, thank you. And I think I specialised in graphic design for my one.
Did you? Yeah. For anyone that had told me at the beginning that you needed to know quite a bit of math to do pattern cutting, I would not have done it. Honestly, it was all find the angle here and cut this bit off, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
But you did it though.
I made it through, and did my end of year show, and then I went and worked as a stylist.
Nice.
Yeah, I did store styling. I did that for quite a few years.
Whereabouts was that then?
That was for Marks and Sparks.
Oh, right,
okay.
Yeah.
So when you say store styling, is it mainly the front window? I'm croaky again.
Yeah.
Mainly the front window.
The front window in any display in store. So it was a lot of working overnight. Especially if they're deciding they're launching their new season. Christmas one, obviously, you can imagine was the worst. You want to hang trees up from the ceiling in blue water, and you're like, okay. So you'd all be in that, and you would just have from when that store closes to about an hour before it opens the next morning to completely turn it around.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh, it's like a bit like Disney, isn't it? When they do Disney, because we've been there. Halloween, haven't we? Literally Halloween, and then the next day you go in and it's Christmas, and you just look at it thinking, how have they done this? But the team, they must get a team in and literally just bulldoze everything and then put all of their Christmas stuff up.
They're so well coordinated.
Normally it gets to a point at about 2-3 in the morning. You're thinking we've got about 3 hours and we've still got a mess over here and a mess over there, and you're just trying to.
I bet you're just coffee.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because sometimes you've done a day shift before that.
Oh my gosh. And you're just carrying all the way.
Yeah, and you're carrying through and then thinking, I just can't wait to go home and go to bed.
So would they tell you where to put stuff, or do you actually have almost like a creative license of how to do it?
No, they like
you.
every store to be pretty much uniform. So you have a booklet that you have to be very familiar with. I remember one year they sent us these little gold birds, and I thought it'd be like a dove or something. It was a pigeon, and I could never get my head round why have we got a Christmas pigeon in all of our windows.
Not even like a turkey dove, no, nothing, like a little robin.
So yeah, I did ask to take one of them home because I thought I'm never going to see anything like that again for good reason. So that comes out every Christmas.
Don't a dove look like a pigeon anyway? Wasn't they aiming for dove?
I think they were aiming for it, but it went wrong somewhere in the process. It was definitely a pigeon.
Someone higher up went, oh yeah, let's just get pigeons and then just paint them gold. No one will know.
Fine.
Beautiful.
Oh, bless.
So you did that. Anything else before you got to here?
I then got another normal job, which I still do in between Bette Love. And it was in lockdown that I thought, because I live on my own, so it was just, I'm going crazy with myself now.
Yeah,
so I started doing some drawing, and I started creating these little characters, and imagined they were going out clubbing, doing all the things that I really wanted to be doing, but I couldn't. We couldn't go out. So I created this like little series of disco girls.
Oh, wow.
And then I thought, hang on, if I can brush up my skills a bit more, might be able to make something from this.
Right.
So I started finding loads of online classes. Some of them I still do now. And one of them, it was a lady who was actually teaching watercolour.
Oh, right, yep.
And I thought, this could be good. And I still go to her classes every Sunday night.
Wow.
So that I keep up learning new things. She's got a very different style to me.
So is that online still, or is that in
it's still online.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So you can just sit down and do it from home. Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, do it all from home.
Because I use those watercolor pens, like me and my daughter
they're good.
Those, and you sort of sit there. I think I did something for you before, didn't I?
You're in your element in this. This one, there's me just sitting back. I'll sit back, let Rachel talk about her art.
I taught you.
You did teach me, and I became better, didn't I, than you?
No, not better than me.
You said you officially just said on there.
No, I learned, because I did GCSE and then A-level. And then obviously a little bit of fine art when we went into my foundation degree. And I was always taught to grid up. So my art teacher was really good. And she said, no, do this, grid up. So again, maths. I never thought, when you think art, you think, I don't need maths.
Yeah, you do.
But when you look at it, you think, oh my God, I need to do this. And I need to, like, even if you have tiny squares, now I've got to put it on a canvas like the size of this wall sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, how do I sort of transfer this tiny square to there and everything like that? But that's how I taught you, wasn't it? It's how, like, the gridding up version. And yeah, you did some good work, actually.
I painted a Paul Weller.
Oh, did you?
You did, actually.
And it came out so well that I was gigging a lot anyway. So I'll put it in the rehearsal studio. I said, look, I've made this. Do you want to put it up? And he said, yeah, we'll put it up. And 2 days later, he rings me up. Someone wants to buy it off you for 100 quid.
Oh, brilliant.
So, I wonder where that is now.
I don't know where it is. In someone's house. Loved
Someone
it.
skipped.
Could have actually made it to Paul Weller by now.
You never know. You never know. Mate. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the watercolors and everything like that. Me and Tilly love it, don't we? We sit there and we paint, and then we sort of do a little bit more and then add the water in. And she's very creative as well, our daughter, isn't she? So
they both like to do a bit, don't they? We've got this massive cupboard thing that drives me nuts in the utility room.
And art stuff, and like it is like floor to ceiling, and it's got little cubby holes and just every paint colour you can imagine, watercolours, a bit of acrylics, everything. So
we've just had our washing machine break, but before the washing machine comes out, that massive blimmin' cupboard has to come out. Does my head in.
It's like a art central down there, isn't it?
Yes.
But I mean, Tilly's really good. She showed us a bit of artwork yesterday, which I was really annoyed with, because she said to me, Mum, I need some collage stuff to take in with me. I need different textures and blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, that's fine. I said, go in the cupboard, help yourself. And I have, because we've got like a work surface at home, and I say to the kids, as long as whatever you do, just don't put it directly on there. So if you're painting, get a mat out, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
and I've got art mats, so they can paint all over them. I don't care, you know. She takes one to school and starts cutting it up. And she was like, "Oh, I've used it as one of my baskets." I went, "That's mine."
We was at our son's carol concert yesterday. She's opened up a photo, and it's
before it started, not mid carol concert.
She's so insulting. So not mid carol concert. Before it started, you opened up this phone. She went, "That's my mat. She's cut it up."
I just thought because it was in there, I could cut. I was like, okay, I'll get some more then for you guys. But again, I think hers was cubism. I think she was doing. So hers was all about that. But yeah, she's very creative, isn't she? Drawing and colouring over everything.
Yeah. My nieces love it. I've got a niece who's 11. She loves it when she comes to my house because we can just go in my studio room and she knows she can make mess anyway. It doesn't matter if it gets on the carpet, and she's just like, oh yeah, absolutely loves it.
So the business is quite new, isn't it?
It is.
How long have you been going for?
Oh, about 2 years, I think, coming into now. Yeah. Okay.
So that was your COVID project? So from these girls that like the disco girls?
Yeah, from the disco girls. Yeah, it's sort of grown from there.
Nice.
It's just been nice.
Brilliant.
So how do you advertise then? How do you sort of get, is it just word of mouth or is it recommendations or do you wedding fairs?
I've got a few recommendations that I do pop up on my Instagram page. But that's mainly where it does come from. It's from Instagram at the moment. I'm thinking about maybe doing a wedding fair. But it's finding the right one where people would be interested in having...
something creative. I would...
Detlin.
But is Detlin too big maybe? I'm thinking maybe a smaller one to start with. Just get the foot in the door, see the reaction, and then she can... Sorry, I'm talking like you're not here. Sorry,
that's all right, lovely.
Go and make yourself a cup of tea. We'll decide how to improve your business.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a smaller one to start with, and then sort of know what people want from you, and then do that, and then go big for Detlin, maybe. Maybe.
Sorry. So do you? Obviously, you've sent what you've done to the bride and groom. So do you just keep a photo of most of them?
Oh yeah, I keep a photo of all of the ones that I do because I like to log where every painting's gone.
All right.
So that I know where my areas are where I'm quite successful, because I did exhibit at Blue Water Shopping Centre a couple of years ago with my disco girls, but it wasn't the place for my disco girls, I'm afraid. I thought it might have been.
Yeah.
I think maybe with the stuff I'm doing now, I don't know if you've heard of Under the Rainbow events. They do a lot of local art exhibitions.
All right, okay.
And it was with them. So I might do another one with them next year. With my showgirls. I might take them. I think they might sell there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's a gallery in Chatham. Have you seen it? It's, I'm trying to work. I don't know the name of it.
Chanel.
So it's over the road from the Pentagon. So is that Chatham High Street?
Right, what side? Because there's two sides.
Primark side.
Oh, I didn't know one down there.
If you walk down the Primark side but head towards like cash converters, do you know what I'm on about?
Yeah.
I think you've got to go past what was that big department store there?
Was it?
Oh, Debenhams.
Debenhams.
Yeah, if you go past that, on the right, there's an alleyway and it takes you into this.
Yeah.
That's it. What's it called?
Nucleus Arts.
Nucleus.
I've been in there.
I know some people that have done their art in there before.
Yeah.
Have you done your art in there?
Yeah, that's where when I was doing work experience and when I was working with Laura, the photographer, that's where her studio was. So it's literally down the little alley and there's a cafe, I think, and then at the back there's a few studios and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been there.
I've had a one-to-one with a photographer/artist and she's done it there as well. Yeah. So it might be a place to put it.
Yeah, I'll definitely go and contact them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been in their winter show a couple of years ago. Yeah.
So is there any have you got, obviously, have you been there on the day? Have you ever had to do that for a few couples or not? Or is it always at the moment been photos?
It's always been photos. And I do like the people that have the more unusual weddings.
Yeah.
The Gothic bride.
Yeah.
Oh.
we did one of those, didn't we?
I love them.
It's just, I think it was, Where did you do it? It was the little
the Lost
Dode.
Village of Dode.
That was it.
All right.
And she was dressed a bit like Maid Marian, wasn't
Yeah, she looked
Oh,
wicked. She
brilliant.
was red. It was red, wasn't it? With gold embroidered bits on it, and it looked
she?
amazing.
Yeah, I think he was dressed normally. But yeah, she was dressed like Maid Marian. They got married normally, but they had to now deliver the rings. But then they jumped over the broom and tied the knot.
Yeah.
Which is a much older tradition than
That's a Wicca thing, isn't it?
Yeah, a much older tradition than normal wedding. It was really good, really enjoyable. And then their first dance was Metallica. Nothing else mattered.
Wow.
It was wicked.
That is cool.
It was wicked. Yeah, that's a while back now. It's got to be a good 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I've filmed at Dode, Lost Village. It's a nice little place. Actually, I feel like I've been back.
You have been back. You have been back because I had to come with you because I didn't know
No, I have filmed there before. Yeah.
Yeah, you have definitely been.
Because you never went to that one, did you?
No. And then we needed to go there again for some reason, and that's when you took me. So yeah.
That's
I like
good.
it there.
Yeah, I like a quirky wedding.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do advertise in Rock and Roll Bride magazine
Oh yeah.
every month. Yeah, to encourage some more sort of quirky people to come in.
Brilliant.
It's just so much fun to draw. It's so much
So
fun.
how long would it take you? So like the average drawing, sort of, let's say an A4 one, A3 one. How long if they wanted that? And obviously you do different sizes, I'm assuming, sort of.
Yeah, I tend to go between A3 or an A4 because it's really difficult to get cold pressed watercolour paper any bigger than A3.
Oh, right.
Yeah. If I could find it bigger, I'd go bigger. But
wow.
yeah, it's always the other one that's got the texture on it, and I like it smooth.
Yes. Yeah, I know that. I've got that little book at home. I know what she's talking about. You're sitting there going, what?
Let me just doze off. No, I'm all right. I'm enjoying it.
So how long would like an A4 one take? How long would an A3 one take?
A3 ones I do most of, not counting drying time in between the layers of the watercolour, because sometimes I don't want it to move again.
Yeah.
It'd be about 4 hours.
Wow.
Because I like to do a very detailed drawing first. And then I can decide what bits to leave out to, give it sort of space to breathe and
almost make it not simple, because simple's not the right word. Just very, I don't know what the word is. Just, I know what you mean.
There's a certain style, isn't there, in fashion illustrations where someone's got an arm, but you don't necessarily have to draw the whole arm.
Yeah. It's just like
there.
a simple line type drawing, isn't it? Not all the details and all the textures that go with it and everything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, that's...
And is that the only style you do? Is there any other styles that you do, like even if it's just a hobby? Do you paint in a different way or draw in a different way?
No, I don't. That's kind of just become my way now. I mean, I do still sometimes like to sit down and do quite a detailed drawing if I'm just doodling in my sketchbook, because I think, it is important to do it every day.
Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, like I say, once I've done the drawing, it then goes on a light board so that I can just put my paints down without having an outline if I want to.
Right, yeah.
And then when people get it back, and they're like, oh, wow. It's like, yeah. But that's a trick I got from a very famous fashion illustrator, a lady called Jackie Bissett. I did a masterclass with her last year. I'm doing another one on Monday as well. I just attend all her classes because she's amazing. And she does all the big fashion houses. She does famous people's weddings and things like that. So I'm like, if she says it's a good idea to do it, it's a good idea to do it.
I'm going to steal her idea.
Yes, but she works in ink, and I'm just like, that's just scares me. You make a mistake in ink.
Yeah, and then
it's there forever.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, I think because because like at school they used to say how try different textures and try different painting coffee. I'm thinking that's really expensive. You've got to sit there and paint in coffee, massive canvas, and you're sitting painting in coffee, and it stank. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I love coffee. Coffee.
But a lot of my stuff when I was at school was like oil-based paints or acrylic paints or whatever they had at school, really, that you could nick and just try out and sort of, I like that.
So
I'll carry on
you've
with
been
that.
stealing from school, is what you're saying?
No, they allowed you to take it home, but then you had to give it back.
Yeah. No, oil painting scares me. I wouldn't know where to start with that.
It's hard, especially when you are working with acrylics as well. And acrylics are so easy to blend and everything like that. And you get to oils and you think this is a completely different ball game now. But I did you do in your foundation degree, what was it called? Where you had to cut the vinyl and you had to like screen print it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I cut my hands up to bits.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't like that class.
What did you cutting your hands up for?
Because I don't even know what it was called. It's like
That filter stuff.
thick vinyl stuff that you had to scrape out with all these different tools. So you had like handheld ones,
right, okay.
but you had like different
So it's
tools
like carving,
and different,
but not with wood.
But then you'd have to screen print it. So you'd have to do one layer, print it, cut out more, print the next layer in a different colour. So it builds up the colours in your work as well. But the amount of times you used to sit there and you used to like draw and do a little bit, cut it out and like slip and cut your finger. And
that was a horrible
nightmare.
day. Yeah.
Nightmare. But I did quite like it though, the end result, but it just took
Like a bit of pain, didn't you?
long time. It just took a long time to do. Shut up. And you thought, I've got away with that one.
I didn't think you'd heard. But Rachel's bought us a gift. Rach, well, that's confusing.
So I will.
Oh, it's still up. Yeah,
Still up.
still up. You may be a joint winner.
See, I felt I knew you both before I even arrived here today, where I was sitting there looking at you yesterday morning.
Oh,
doing you
love
drawing.
That's so cool. I actually quite
really
like my
cool.
hair. My hair's so cool.
I like mine. It's not grey.
I love painting hair.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a gift.
Yeah.
When you had it up in that big ponytail, I thought, I have so much fun with this.
But look, it's literally 6 lines, but you know.
Yeah.
It's hair, yeah.
That's what I like about it. The simplicity. I don't think I could do the simplicity myself.
But even like, because the eyes have got detail and then everything else is just sort of like,
Just
really
there.
sort of.
Sort of
There you go.
try and put it there.
I thought you were going to put it.
There we go. We'll put it here. It's cool, isn't it? Look at that. I really like that. We're going to try. We're going to put that somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't want to waste it in this studio.
So how long would that? How long did that take you then?
I think that one took 2 hours. It was like an hour drawing. And then I put my drawing on the light board and thinking, right, what do I want to leave in? What do I...
Because I love that
Want to
it's just like
focus
the
on.
hint of red that's coming out.
Yeah, I
as
had
well.
to take some artistic license with your nails. I couldn't bring in purple.
Is that what you got? What you got now?
I've got red
You've
now.
still got the same. You still got the same ones on.
No. I think I had like a deep purple or a blue before. Yeah. So I've changed them, so they match my nails now.
Let me just quickly write photo on here.
Photo. Oh right, off his list.
I've got a list now because I always forget to take the selfie photo with a guest. So I've written that down. Not that you all need to know about that, but yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That's amazing. Really
That's
like
so
that.
So
yeah.
cool.
Maybe every guest should bring us a gift, right?
I think
nice.
they should.
I think they should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Andy before, what did he do? Security. He could have bought us a camera system.
Yeah. See, I've set a new standard for
You
you
have,
now.
yeah.
They've got to bring you a gift.
You set a new standard. Right, and I don't know what to
love
give
that.
you about that. If that stays up still, then you've sort of joined winner because we had this lady in.
Oh, she was literally
Spot on.
spot on.
She said 3 minutes something seconds and dead on the second.
Wow.
Fell
Yeah.
down.
And to the point where we were like, right, this is a bit spooky,
Had
actually.
gifts.
Well, you've sort of got the same gift, so it's fallen down.
It's every time.
It stayed up once with Steve DiGiorgio at our house because it was a smoother wall,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get it off the wall afterwards.
He took it off and the paint came off.
Oh, no.
But where that wall's bumpy, it usually comes down and it's
See, I'm
held out.
surprised. I mean, if you spoke to my colleagues in my other job, they'd tell you that I'm the most clumsiest person they've ever met. And if anything is going to fall... Oh, my God!
That's amazing. That's really weird.
That is... Wow.
Really weird.
See, it was my effect.
Unbelievable. That happened with me and Mike Harper. We just stared at it and it fell off the wall. See, I'm all for that. Collective faults.
Energies.
Yes.
Brilliant. I bet you're gutted now.
Let
So
me
you
down.
have come
So
off the
sorry.
joint top slot, unfortunately.
Sad times.
And you've gone from first to last. You said it
I know.
didn't come off. It came off.
It came off.
Oh, well. Of
At least I bought you a gift.
course last.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yes,
Right,
yeah.
we can forgive her.
You
Yeah.
can be second. You can be second. You got us a gift.
Oh, bless.
That's brilliant. Okay, so anything else you want to chat about? Give us, obviously, listeners and watchers.
Oh, yeah. and
We got more watchers than we have listeners, you know, Rach.
Really?
I think it's for my looks. Yeah, at the moment we've got more watchers than listeners. Well, they're listening as well, aren't they?
Well, I'm just
They are.
They're not just watching it for the sound down, are they?
No, they're covering both bases.
Yeah.
Oh, those two are so funny.
So, sorry. So, is there any information you want to give out, as in
Websites,
websites,
or Instagrams.
OnlyFans, you name it?
Oh, OnlyFans. Well,
Oh, we had this discussion a few weeks ago.
We seem to mention OnlyFans more than we
We?
mention the Cherrywood podcast.
I know a lady that's got a very good OnlyFans thing, and all she does is put shoes on and off.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's weird, isn't
I
it?
could do that. I could put my shoes on.
There's
and
some
off.
that
Everyone could do that.
just put a bra strap down, isn't there?
And that's it.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's it. That's all it needs.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So I hear from my friend.
I could just sit there and do this all day.
You could. You'd get paid. People would pay you for it.
It's weird, isn't it? So does she earn from it? A living from it, would you say?
I think she does. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Does anyone want to see me take my trainers off and put them back on again?
As long as there's not smelling. God, your trainers are terrible. They're like Dave Lister's moon boots in Red Dwarf.
I've got my boots.
Oh, dear. Right. We still haven't given anyone any information about yourself.
Oh, sorry.
And we've put your name there, but your company is
Bette Love Illustrations.
Bette Love Illustrations.
Can I ask where that came from then?
It was my friend Rob when I used to work at City and Guilds. He was a huge Coronation Street fan.
Oh,
Betty
right,
Lynch.
yeah.
Yeah, every time they'd go into the Rover's Return and say, I love hot pot, Bette Love, it used to make him laugh. So whenever he passed me in the office, he'd go, all right there, Bette Love. And I thought, I'm just keeping that.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it.
Oh, I love a little story behind, because obviously your name's Rachel, so I was thinking, where does it come from? But yeah, I love a little story.
I changed the spelling of Betty, because I think it's Betty with a Y in Corrie, to how
right.
Betty Davis spells it, because she was my mum's favourite actress.
So it's Bette, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So email address?
It's rachel@bettylove.com.
Nice and simple.
Rachel spelt with A-L, isn't it? No,
E-L.
E-L.
Yeah.
So no A in it.
The
so,
right way.
Yeah, so it's there anyway. It's there.
Yeah.
So it's my wife's name, but I'm going to check. Rachel. So Rachel@bettylove.co. Oh, right.
With
Rachel@bettylove.com.
.com. And the website is just Bette Love Illustrations. And on Instagram, it's @BettyLove_illustrations.
Perfect.
I do like your work. I have had a look on
Thank
your
you.
Instagram and I just think, oh, it's so cool.
And
So
we're well
amazing.
chuffed with that. Thank you.
You're
I love
welcome.
First and probably last gift ever.
No. If people want to send us gifts, they're more than welcome to send us
Maybe
gifts.
Snug Dubs will let us have the van as a gift.
Don't.
If you're there, Tony, I know you listen.
What else can we get from people? Who else have we got coming up?
We got a mind coach. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to give us.
Help.
Yeah, that's true. We need
Coaching.
that.
Wait, we need a cake lady or something in, so she can.
Yeah, you do.
Get cakes
You need
in.
cake
We could get-
people.
Cakes, lingerie,
Yeah.
For you.
Someone
male
who
lingerie.
who makes wine
Oh,
or
yes.
beer or something.
Let's do wine tasting here. That is a good idea. If we get a caterer company in, and then obviously we can't recommend them until we've tasted their stuff. Cake ladies, again, the same. You know, if people want to come and do my hair and makeup, they're more than welcome to, because I love a good makeover.
That's a good idea.
Get a nail technician in as well. Get your nails done for free.
Oh my God. Right, let's get
See,
this.
we have to
let's
start
list this
walking up the high street and asking them.
The thing is, they're all people you need at weddings.
Absolutely.
They are. It's not, and it's not. This isn't just wedding related, but we want to, because we're mainly a wedding.
Yeah.
We want a lot of wedding suppliers in, And we did a shoot the other day, which was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, on Monday with Pretty Prep Studio.
Yeah, very good. So, and that was a load of models there. So, you know, it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Tough job.
You
But
loved
one of them
it.
was the wife. So, you know, been there, done that.
I loved it though. Having my hair, because I'm so used to being this side of the camera when I'm doing weddings, and I'm looking thinking, oh, that's really nice hair. I'd love to do my makeup like that, because I'm absolutely rubbish at makeup. And I'm trying to sort of get tips whilst working at the same time. But then when someone does it to you, you're like, I'm sort of being the one being made up and being hair and makeup and everything like that. So,
but you've never been able to do your own makeup, have you?
Oh,
you don't need. You're too beautiful. You don't need makeup, darling. But you've never done your makeup. You've never done your makeup, have you? Never. Like basic. You do basic stuff.
If we go out, it's sort of like.
I've always been lucky that I haven't got to wait 2 hours for her to put her face on.
You are lucky.
You know, and I don't need makeup, obviously.
Have you ever worn makeup? That is the question. Sorry.
Have I ever worn makeup?
Yeah.
When acting, I've worn makeup. Haven't I? Worn makeup before.
Yeah.
I don't think I've worn makeup when gigging on stage because of the lights. I don't think I've done that. But acting, definitely.
But not just in your free time. Actually,
I did a scene in here, didn't I? I did a scene on a comedy in here. We used the studio, and I had makeup on big time then for that party scene. I was playing.
Yeah, it was a party scene, and
playing a guy that collects urine as a hobby.
Okay.
Don't ask. And it was a party scene, so everyone was a bit like, "Way!" And you got dots, like big sort of round dots,
coloured dots all over me,
and they didn't come off. So the next day, he turned up to shoot, and he still had all these dots all over.
Oh dear!
I was wearing a shiny gold shirt and I had shiny silver pants and pink moon boots,
and covered in dots.
And I was directing it and shooting it at the same time.
I'd like to see photos.
I'll send you them.
I'll show
Thank you.
There's plenty of photos of that, definitely.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. Brilliant. Lovely. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for asking. You're the first person to actually
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love getting to know new people as well, because a lot of people, obviously, we know a little bit about them, don't we? But getting to know their background is obviously always interesting. But you are completely brand new to us, so thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for our amazing present as well.
You're welcome.
I absolutely love that.
Brilliant. And we nick her tea bags that she brought as well. We nick them.
Yeah. Well, she says they're tea bags.
Yeah. You never know. It might be something else. Brilliant. Thank you.